Hi everyone, this is Khaled and welcome to another new Xbox video. So yesterday was a big day. The Xbox One research team has released a new version for uh, Durango Dumpling, which basically resolving the problem we faced before when we was attempting to dump games on Xbox One X with the firmware 4909. And the problem was that at some point the Xbox itself, when we start to stream the game and starting to do the dump game server, we faced with an error, or like not an error, but it's coming as a receiving T 0 byte and then it's exiting. So there was actually nothing was dumping on the drive itself. So fortunately, we have now a new tools that have been achieved for the 4908 and 4909. And today I'm going to go through how we can achieve that on Xbox One X with these firmware. So first thing first, we have a new dumper exe. So I will be leaving the links on the description. We have a tool called todump.exe or whatever. So we have a version, a release for the Mac OS and Ubuntu and Windows. So we have basically based on your operating system, you can choose the one you like. And also we have a new stage 2.lua. So in this file, you need to use it because we have some direct commands that we need to execute. And basically we have here the places what we need to edit. It's just the server IP address, which is your PC IP address. And we have here a new place that you need to mount the XVC, which basically the content ID or the GUID of the content of the target XVD pass for the game. So for that, you need to go back to my previous video to know how you can basically get the files using license clip finder. So there's a portion I will be also try to leave a link on the description where that exactly. But basically, there's some on the S drive of the Xbox. You need to copy the files on the clips folder and put it inside here. So these all the games licenses that you have for your Xbox apps and games, and you need to run a basic command, which is normally this command, which is license claim finder. And what does that do is that it show you which license coming with the which license is for which content ID. Basically, because I'm disconnecting my internet connection, that's why I'm getting that thing. So make sure that you have an up internet connection. I'm currently disconnected because I'm in closed LAN that I need to check now dumping the game itself. But the outcome should be something like that. I just like saved some output results coming from that. So as you can see here, this is the file, which is the license GUID, and this is the content ID. So what you need is that, for example, if you want to dump like Gears of War, you need just like to copy this content ID, and then you need to paste it here. So this would be the you need to paste it here. So this would be the content ID of the game itself. So basically, you just need to find the entries which is containing your content ID, and the ones you need. What you need exactly, you need both. You need to take this and you need to tag that for the next step that we will be using. So to load the license itself on the Xbox, we will be using something called the enter loop, and basically what this do is using some sort of PowerShell inside Xbox. So we need to prepare sharp shell. I will show you now how to do that. And once we load the sharp shell, we need once we execute it on the game OS itself, we need to load the license file basically by typing the sclib and then the GUID ID, which I have explained on my text here, which would be this GUID ID. So for each game, we put the content on the stage 2.lua, and then we load the license using this GUID ID. So we'll put it here, and then we can execute that command. So to get your Sharp shell, you need to navigate to the place where it's sharp shell. This is the repo hub. Also, I will leave a link in the description. And it's straightforward process. So what you need is the .NET SDK. You need PowerShell 7.2.3, and you need Sharp shell files itself. So the Sharp shell files, you can get it from the release here. And I will show you basically, you need to go download the SDK, extract it on the USB drive, same as we done before with a folder called .NET. And then after that, you need to download PowerShell 7.2.3, and basically you will find it here on the release page of the 7.4.3. So you need to go down until you will find the zip file, which should be the x64 zip. So extract that inside the folder of the Sharp shell, and then you will have this Sharp shell release, and all together should be functioning. So I will be showing you the USB files itself. So basically, this is the .NET framework. What I mentioned, it need to be in that format. It should be .NET, and then inside the .NET.exe, and then you need the release of Sharp shell, which coming basically a PWSH and PWSH.bat. And also you will have inside to put all the extracted files from the PowerShell release, what I showed here. So the zip file, everything from here goes inside here, and now basically your USB drive is ready to be used inside the Xbox. So you unplug this USB device, and then you put it on the Xbox, and you can start after we can start after to do the process. So the process will be still involving loading the stage 1. So we have here the stage 1 as your game save. So this also was explained in the previous video. So you might need to load the stage1.lua and replace it with the one that's there. And then we need to open this by using a PowerShell normally, because the cat didn't work for me with the PowerShell. And then we can execute the to dump release at another screen. So let's go and try to do that. I will try to be short as much as possible, because my last video I got a lot of comments that it's very long. So I'll be putting the USB drive. I will be trying to dump now. Let's take one of the smaller games. Let's take Max, the Cruise of Brotherhood. So we will have this content ID, and we have this license ID. So what I need to do here is just like let's close that, and I have here the stage 2, the modified stage 2. So what I need to do is just edit in Notepad, and I will come here, I will check this game, I will take the for that I need the content ID. So I will be having the content ID, which is that part. I will copy that and paste it in the place where the path of the XVC mount. And let me put back this so it can, and I will save that. And then I need to take, where is this Max? And I will take the clip, which is the license. And for the license, I will be preparing the same script that we added. So I will put it just here for now, and I will go back to the screen where we have the license itself. So I will copy this part, and then I will paste it, and I will modify the GUID with this GUID. So I will be paste it like that. So this will be my command that I will be using to load the license on the game OS itself. So I have this here, and I will have the stage 2 dump. So let me close the stage 2 because we don't need that, and I will be keeping that away now. So what we need to do now is just initiate the Xbox screens. So let me open a new command prompt with an admin. So I'll be running that as an administrator, and I will navigate to my Xbox. Let me bring my Xbox up here. And then I need to execute GameScript. And let me load the command what we normally load, which is the ncat on the port 7070. So if we faced by any error, we can resolve that from my previous video, as I mentioned how to resolve that. You need to kill the process, but currently I'm on the board and everything is listening. The listening is okay. So I need to bring also 2 more screens. So I will be bringing another command prompt here. And in this command prompt, so let me open that here. And in this command prompt, I need to navigate to this bus, copy, to execute the to-dump cd, to execute the to-dump.exe, which is mainly, this is the thing that I will be using to execute. So now it's listening for port 8126, and I will open a new PowerShell here, and I will do a cd on the same place let me do that again, cd double quote, and then I will put the place here, and then I will be using the command which is the catenation for running. Let me bring that here, one sec. So it should be the command here for the cat, which is opening the stage, which is taking the stage 2 and making an NC on port 8123. And I will execute that. So we have now basically 3 listeners. We have the listener here, we have a listener here, and a listener here. Okay, so we'll be starting by executing first the Xbox exploit itself. So you need to navigate to GameScript, show run, and then I will be executing. I need to connect the network cable. So we'll have a network connection before execution, so I need to double check that. So once it's connected, I need to run the script. So now I will be executing the run code. And we should have an access to the S drive once the exploit is loaded. It takes around 30 seconds. So if you don't know, you still have to has to have the GameScript application on that specific firmware. So this only works with GameScript exploit currently on the specific firmware. So now we have an atomic to kernel base. We are now almost enter. So we have here, this is the custom run, which is have the app unlock and the development without license. The other one should also work fine, but this is mainly the thing. So to execute the drive, let's connect our USB, which containing our files, into the Xbox, and you should get a prompt now that the Xbox, the USB is connected. And once it's connected, now we can execute the sharp shell. So which is, we need to do that by executing one command. Let me go and get that. So what we need to do is execute this command, which is pwsh.pat. So this is on the D drive. So we'll be doing that on the D drive, cd, or without cd, we will do it like that, d/, and then we can put dw.pat. So now it's executing the PowerShell, and once it's executed, you should end with a PS PowerShell that it have here. So now we have the PowerShell. One thing I missed to inform you that you need for this entropy files, you need to download that. So you need to come here, download the zip file and extract it. And once this is extracted, you need to run the genaio.bat. So this will be generating some files, and these files need to be added. One of the files that you need, it's only would be license.cs. So you need to take that file and put it inside the USB drive on the root, and then you can execute. So you can be able to execute such command for the license.cs again. So you need to download this repo and then run gen.aio.bat. It will generate the license.cs, copy that to the root USB, and then we can move from there. So once I have a PowerShell here, I need to load the license, and to load the license now, I need to pinpoint where I where is the location. So let me bring back this this text what I copied there. I put here the ssclep, and here you can, as you can see here, I put the path of the dsd, which is the license.cs. So you need to make sure that you have this file from the generation, put it in the load to load this to load the license. So I will copy this. You just like copy it and then paste it directly here and then hit enter. So now what it do is just loading the license for the game, and once it's finished you will find this mention here as true. Once it's mentioned as true, then you are ready to launch the game, which is Warhammer Vermintide with the modified Lua save from the stage 1. Again, you can check how you can do that from my previous video, and you need to make sure that we have the 2dump.exe is working, running, and also the other command for the Lua with the stage 2 and the port 8123 is running. So once both are running, also double check that you have a folder here called tx. This folder should be empty. The game dump will be coming here, and now we can go back to our Xbox, and then we can launch Warhammer Vermintide. So we'll give it a second until the game loads. So yeah, once you get the screen, you can skip. Once the shark screen coming, you can press A, and then once it starts, you have here the press A to start the game. So once we press A, the game dump should start. You should see the things here on the 2dump. The connection should be flagged and all the files should be started. So let me bring that a bit like that, and then let's execute. So again, depending on the game, it might work. You need to, this is a matter of test and trial mistake. So you can see here this game is not dumped, maybe because it's too small to be dumped. We need something bigger to be dumped. So let's change the course here. We will be exiting both and exiting here also. It's already exit here, so let's clear all screens. Let's make it ready. Sorry, so let's check other games. So let's bring up our screen here. So we have here The Walking Dead. I believe this game is big enough because this is an Xbox 360 game. So I'll take the license clip, copy. I will be keeping it on the place where I put my license clip here. So I will be replacing that with that. Paste. Save. No, let's not save now. I'll keep it away. And I have the content ID for The Walking Dead copy, and I will be changing stage2.lua, so I need to edit that file, and I will be changing the XVD bus here, so we can paste it here. Paste. So let's save that and then close this, so I can run this stage 2 to make it listening. Let me clear that, and again I will run the 2dump.exe. So let's keep them like that, and let's break from here, CLS, and then let's make the port ready again, and let's restart our Xbox quickly so we can have a fresh instant of everything here. So now we are waiting until the Xbox is triggered. As you can see here, the exploit has been triggered. So what we can do now is we'll be using the PowerShell command, which is pwsh.bat. So to load the PowerShell, So we'll do that here. Let me bring that up here. So we'll do it like that, paste, and then we're launching the PowerShell. And once we launch the PowerShell, we need to load the license. So once it got the PS thing, so we can copy and paste our license loader here. Yeah, so we need to make the D drive pd/copy. So make sure that you put the D here because the file will not be found. You need to make sure that you have the D license.cs here. So let's again do that. So we'll copy and then we'll paste here everything. So wait a bit until it will show through. So once it shows through here, then we can proceed with launching the game again. So we'll be launching the Warhammer game again. So let's go back and go to Warhammer here. And again, you make sure that you have the two dump.exe waiting and the other one for the stage 2 and the port 123. So we finished with that part. Now we are waiting the Warhammer to do its thing. So we have the modified game save inside the Warhammer for stage 1, pinpointing the IP address, and everything should be okay. So we wait until the loading screens are finished. So you can skip that, and once we get to this main screen, so we press A to start dumping the game, and now we should get the game started here to be dumped. As you can see here, the files is being transferred one by one. So if you can see here, go back in the mount, you will find the folder called mount, and inside mount you will see all the files that are being dumped. So this process might take some time, so you need to be patient depending on the game itself. And again, as we tried with the other smaller games, might not be fit to the thing. So it depends, as again, is a trial and mistake, and you need to check which games can be worked, which games is not working. So be patient, wait until everything is finished, and once it's finished, you will have the full folder containing all the information that you need about the game itself, the files, the assets, and everything that can be investigated, or we can use it for gaming preservations of the games, which is pretty awesome now that we can do that. It's much shorter than the previous method, but again, because of the speed, connections, and all that, I mean, all these factors, the game size and all that stuff, it might take a while to you can dump the game. So again, be patient, and we should see some message once this finished. So once the game finished, you can see here we have the TX folder, we have a mount folder, and you can see the contents of the game. Because this is a Xbox 360 game, so we have an emulator emulating this game on the Xbox One. So as you can see here, we have an emu.exe with assuming this is the emulator itself. If you try to launch this thing, you might get some errors here. As you can see, we have like some errors like kernel EXL and stuff like that, because it's not designed to run under our Windows environment. So just say one thing that you can take care that it's not like it will be dumping the game because it's a Windows thing, so it can be run. There's some things that need to be investigated, how we can just even run this emulator inside the Windows environment itself. But as you can see here, also we have like something like the boot animation. So if you open that thing, so you can see here, this is the boot animation which is coming for the game, which is once it's launched on the Xbox itself. So we have here some files, as you can see. Also here we have the app manifest here, because at the end it's maybe a Windows, I mean at the end it's a Windows application, so you can see you can see this is the Walking Dead season. It's mentioned here, this is the publisher unknown. We have here like some version number. We have here it's running under the OS era. We have here a title. We have here the max version of the OS, the minimum version of OS, and we have here all the like dependencies and all that stuff for the game itself. Yeah, it will be fun to explore what's inside. We have here folder called game, and I'm assuming the game itself, this is the default package containing the game information. Somehow, if we can decrypt that, we can know that thing. We have here the title update itself, so we have here a title update for the game. So yeah, this is it. So basically, we're able to now dump the full games on the 4909. And it should work also on 4908 on Xbox One X. So the problem with the TMT partition is now gone, and with this new method, we don't have to face the issues what we faced before for previous version 1, because the previous version 1 also was doing a phantom update on the games, which meaning if you try to launch the game after we finish the dumping, you have to deal with the game will not launch, and you need to delete the game and then move it from the backup device that I recommended before, that you need to have an Xbox storage that you copy the game and you copy back, and then you need to copy back the license back to the SClip folder. So all that you don't need now. So basically, in the previous one, it was a recommendation to have a hard drive for games. Now you don't need, because anyway the games itself will not be mounted at the T partition itself, or like having some phantom updates issues and all that stuff. So all the games I tried, it launched afterwards. So if I come back now to the game itself, I can exit from here. I can go back to my games, and if I try to launch, let me go back to the games, and if I try to launch The Walking Dead, which I believe it should be down here somewhere. So yeah, we have here The Walking Dead. I'm not sure which version was that, Walking Dead or The Walking Dead season. I believe this is the season, because we see the season. So if I try to launch that, it's launching fine. So now I don't have to deal with the problems with the phantom update and all that stuff. So this is it, guys. I hope you liked my video. If you like, please leave a like, and if you didn't do, please subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Share it with the friends to get the knowledge spread and the word spread. And see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.